welcome to our daily edits, readers. Today is week 2, day 4, and it's time for us to look over our daily edits. And I bet you guys are doing like really good right now because you've been practicing this, right? Using your acronym COPS. Remember, we've been working on making sure that our sentences have a capital letter, that they're organized and they sound right, especially sounding right and making sense, that there's punctuation, and our spelling is looking really good. All right, so let's look over this, today's edit, and then you'll have a chance to see how you did and check yourself. It's always good to go over and reflect and see how you worked that day. All right, number 1. We have Pepsi, Sprite, or root beer, said Dad. All right, so definitely had to start our sentence with a capital and end it with a period. And I love this because this reminds us that it's the names of items. So proper nouns have to have a capital letter. So Pepsi, Sprite, and root beer. How many Pepsi drinkers are we out there? How about Sprite? Anybody like root beer? I know I do. All right, so let's keep going. Now we have Pepsi, Sprite, or root beer. How many of you remembered that Pepsi, Sprite, and root beer it's a list? So what do we need between each one is a comma. Good. Now, said Dad. His name has to be capital too. That's his name. So we have to put now quotation marks because Dad just said something. So we're going to tuck in our punctuation marks into all the words. And we put a comma between what Dad said, right? Because that kind of shows us that what he said is finished. And then the author will usually put the next word as how he said it. And that's it. Now you're going to write your sentence using good handwriting. And let's do the next one. Ben asked, how do I put this together? How do I put this together? All right, let's start from the beginning. Remember number 2, where the capital B is for Ben. Ben asked, oh, see over here the author put the said Dad at the end, but sometimes the author is going to put it at the beginning, so we have to pay attention to what they're saying. So this has to become a capital because it's like its own sentence. How do I put this together? Now, this word together has to go together, right? So it's really together. Okay, how do I put this together? What kind of punctuation mark is going to go here? Yep, it's going to need a question mark. And now that's finished what Ben asked, so we have to close it with some quotation marks. So remember when you're writing this over again, we want to make sure that we write it in the order that it is up above. Ben asked, how do I put this, I'll put here, together? That was his question. Inside the quotation marks, that's what I want you to see. Inside the quotation marks, okay, is a sentence or a question. We have to treat that sentence or the question like it's its own little sentence or question. That's why we have to start it with a capital and end it with a quotation mark, because it's a sentence that somebody else said. Does that make sense? So as we're writing that, that's why we have to make sure that there's a capital and a quotation mark at the end of that. All right, last one. This yellow pillow is fluffiest than the white one. This yellow pillow is fluffiest than this white one. All right, let's start at the beginning. It needs some help. And go all the way to the end and put a period, and let's fix in the middle. This yellow pillow, it's all good, is fluffiest than this white one. Now, what do we know about when we're comparing things? Saying that this yellow pillow is fluffiest than the white one? Is it? No, it's fluffier. And here's just a quick little review that when we have a word, fluffy, that ends in Y, when we're adding the suffixes, ER or EST, we have to change the Y to an I and add ER. Okay, so it's fluffier because we are really comparing two things, a yellow pillow and a white one. Comparing two things, we add the ER ending. All right, that's it for today. You guys are doing great at this. I just want to let you in on a little secret for tomorrow. Tomorrow is week 2, day 5. And remember last time it was a kind of do on your own. And that's what I want you guys to do tomorrow. All right, I want you to do this one all on your own. No checking today, but what I want you to do is have your mom or dad or somebody at home take a picture, just this piece of your paper. You're going to make sure your name is on this one. Okay, write your name. Okay, and I want you to send a picture of that because we have been working so hard on this. I want to celebrate with you how much you've grown since last week when we did this. Okay, so have fun. Use a nice pencil. If you need to erase, just erase. But remember, we're looking for all those things with our cups. We are checking our capitalization. We are checking our organization. Make sure it sounds right and makes sense. Okay, we're checking our punctuation at the end, and of course that's spelling so it looks right and sounds right and somebody else can enjoy it. All right, guys, keep going today. Have a great day today, and I'll be with you again soon.